New digs! Not bad, huh? Okay everyone, we have a brand new season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fast approaching. So in honor of that, and in honor of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 1 and Captain America the Winter Soldier coming out on Blu-ray and DVD today, I thought I'd give you my personal top 5 favorite episodes of Season 1 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Now bear in mind, this is my personal top 5 list. If you watch this video and go, where's that episode? Where's this episode? Just bear in mind that this is no one else's opinion but mine. And warning, spoiler alert for all of Season 1 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Duh. And Captain America the Winter Soldier. Alright, that being said, let's get started! Now before the countdown, I got 2 honorable mentions. The Girl in the Flower Dress and The Only Light in the Darkness. Both of those episodes are just fantastic episodes in my opinion, but there are 5 more that I like better. Starting with... Number 5. Number 5 is Turn, Turn, Turn. There is a season, turn, turn. I'm sorry I had to go there. Okay, this was the first episode to air after the release of Winter Soldier in theaters, so this had to be the turning point in the season, hence the title probably. At this point in the show, the team is falling apart. They've been searching for this clairvoyant for some time now. They're trying to figure out who the hell it could possibly be. A few people have already been accused, but in this episode we finally figure out who it is. It's John Garrett, Bill Paxton's character. Douche. That plus the resurgence of Hydra are bad enough, but there is a curveball at the very end of this episode that no one saw coming. Agent Grant Ward, an awesome character that we have been bonding with for quite a few months now, has also been working for Hydra the whole time. I mean, what the hell, man? That made me hate him so much. Number 4. In 4th place is Beginning of the End, the season finale. The season finale was every bit as epic as I hoped it would be and then some. It is Coulson's team versus Garrett's team. This episode was filled with emotion and action and drama and everything you could ask for in a season finale. The scene between Fitz and Simmons down in that capsule in the bottom of the ocean hits me right here every time I watch it. Plus, Nick Fury in this episode completely kicked ass. And so did his resolution with Coulson. I have absolutely no problem with Coulson being the new director of the new S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah. Director Coulson, do your thing, buddy. A good TV season will make sure the audience has a good amount of questions that they hope will be answered in the season finale. This one answered a couple of them, like what would become of Garrett and Deathlock, but it didn't answer all of them. It didn't tell us anything about what Skye's parents could have possibly been, or what she is. It didn't tell you anything about the miracle drug GH325. It still kept a couple things shrouded. Keep it mysterious, that's what I'm talking about. I guess we'll have to find out the answers to those questions in season 2. Number 3. Number 3 is Yes Men. Now in this episode, we get a visit from Lady Sif. Lady Sif was always one of my favorite characters in the Thor movies, not just because she's hot, but she can really kick ass. So it was nice to see her on this show. And I would say that Sif stole the episode, but I would be lying, because the villain Lorelei is equally fun to watch. She was a great villain, seriously. She made a guy kill his own wife. That is just bad. The fights in this episode between Lorelei and Sif and May and Ward were great fights. Plus, who doesn't like to see Las Vegas? Number 2. Almost hitting the top at number 2 is the pilot episode. When this series started, I watched the pilot episode over and over and over again until the second one aired. Aside from being the intro to the characters that we would eventually bond with over time, it also has a cool conflict with Mike Peterson. Now we all know that he would later go on to become Deathlock, but for now he's just a guy with extremis who's down on his luck. I like the tie-ins that this episode has with the Avengers and Iron Man 3. I like the humor. That truth drug scene between Skye and Ward is hilarious, seriously. Gramsci? And who are we kidding? The very last thing we see in that episode is straight up Back to the Future. Number 1. And number 1, my favorite episode of the season, FZZT, or FZ, however you want to call it. I love this episode so much. This episode completely encompasses what every main character is about. What I mean by that is every main character was mostly their character in this episode. And in this episode, it's pretty early on, they're investigating this Chitauri virus that's killed a couple people. You know, it's an investigation, it's all good. But the last 20 minutes of this episode, starting from when Simmons gets the virus, that's when good becomes great. The situation is played up perfectly with all the right emotions. This is an ideal episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. if ever there was one. Okay, so there you have it. Those are my top 5 episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 1. I'm really looking forward to Season 2. Actually, I heard that Peggy Carter was actually going to be in the first episode. I'll definitely do a video on the first episode of Season 2 when it airs. There's actually a lot of good TV starting this fall. So what did you think of my list? Did you agree? Did you disagree? Are there some episodes that you wanted to see on that list that you didn't? If you disagree, go ahead and tell me your top 5 favorite episodes of Season 1. I'd love to know, so go ahead and leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe.